Where did it go? The love that we shared, guess we'll never know. Is it hidden behind?
Okay, sit down here, please.
velvet robe?
I get the cameras.
While I'm standing alone
Look at that, you look beautiful.
out in the cold.
All right, look at this.
Where did you go?
Okay, Oma, whenever you're ready.
Do your new friends
Okay,
know
sit down here, please.
that it's all for show?
I get the cameras.
Or did you
Look at that,
fool
you look
them
beautiful.
all into thinking you
All
gold?
right.
Did you do as you told?
So a big reason why I'm doing this video today is because with everything that's going on, one common thing that people are saying is people can't change, right? You've heard the expression old dogs. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I hate that analogy for this, but I don't believe that necessarily. I know it's harder, right? But it is possible. So this is my mother-in-law. This is Susan. Would you like to introduce yourself? Say your Korean name, where you're from.
I'm Gu Sukkyung. Sukkyung is my name, Korean name.
And where are you from?
Korea?
Where were you born?
Korea?
What part of Korea?
Seoul.
So, okay. Do you mind saying what year? I know you're never supposed to ask that question, but I think it's kind of relevant to what we're talking about today. You don't have to. You're not comfortable?
I'm okay.
What-
Yeah.
okay.
1951?
Okay, 51.
Yeah.
And the Korean War was when?
1950.
Right. When Brenda and I first met in 2012, I knew very quickly that I wanted to marry her. And a couple months had gone by and I hadn't met her parents. And Brenda said, I think it's because you're not Korean.
Sorry.
No. You know, and it goes back to what I've always felt. They didn't know me, right? And so I wonder how people come to this, because she's the sweetest, most understanding woman that you could meet, truly. And
you, right.
yet without knowing me, she had this opinion. So obviously, you know, things have changed, but I'm just curious, one, did you know a lot of Black people growing up?
No.
No. Okay. And when you moved to America, did you know a lot of Black people?
Not many, but LA Riot.
LA Riot.
Right.
So when you thought of a Black person, you based it on your impression of the riots? Or what?
She's seen a lot of Black people in Korea.
No.
Yeah, when it was the army, we met a lot of Black people.
Okay.
But him, but not me. Yeah.
You had not been around a lot of Black people.
No.
Right.
Yeah, you was in Georgia.
Okay, but Appa, I need her to answer.
Stop interrupting the interview.
This is for her.
Just be quiet.
Okay. Appa's in the background chirping. The funny thing is, Appa, my father-in-law, he never really had a problem. His concern was just, did I make enough money to support his daughter? And I think any man, any father can relate to something like that. But for you, so to go back to this, you had never been around a lot of Black people. So your impression of Black people, what your opinion of Black people was based on what? Was it because of news, what you saw on TV?
Yeah.
Okay. And was it also because of maybe what your friends were saying?
Yeah, a lot of Korean people, Korea, they said they don't like it. They saying bad.
Bad things.
Bad things.
In Korea? Because of what they saw on TV?
Yeah.
Right. It's interesting. Is it just Black people or is it everyone? Like, what if I was Japanese? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Japanese is okay.
Because Asian.
Because Asian. Right. When Brenda...
But now, okay, I love
No,
you.
I know, and that's the point of this video. That's the point. When Brenda and I met, her mom and her grandmother said, if you date this man, you can't come around. You're not our daughter. They in a way, turned their back. And they did. Months went by. And Brenda and her mom, they talk like 3-5 times a day. So this was big. I mean, Brenda used to cry at home about it. And her grandmother too. They completely, and then what happened? I called and we sat and we met for lunch. And what happened when you first saw me when I came in?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
Chake.
Yeah.
And
Good heart.
good heart. You could tell. Okay. So you were worried that black people are mean? Okay.
And strong personality and not nice.
Not nice. Did you ever have an experience with black people that they mean to you or something?
No, not really.
Everyone's pretty nice. for this
Yeah.
part? So what changed? What made you change your opinion?
Because of you. You, my son-in-law, that's why I changed. Yeah.
So now what do you think about other black people?
Black people not person. Not everybody same thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Korean same
Right,
thing.
right.
White same thing.
Right.
Good people, bad people.
Right.
Yeah. I
Right.
think so.
It's interesting. It's amazing how people can change. It's almost as if you were just taught to think black people were a certain way. Like you never met any black people, so you didn't know. So you just went by what other people were saying in their opinion.
Yeah.
Brenda's grandmother passed away 4 years ago. About 4 years ago. And the day before she passed, everyone had flown in to be with her. And it was crowded in her room, like a sea of family and friends around her. And this was the day before, so she wasn't in great shape. Lung cancer, even though she never smoked. And she was a strong woman. I mean, when she escaped during the Korean War, she had to flee on top of a train, pregnant with Oma.
Me.
Strong woman. And, when she was older, she refused to live with anyone. She wanted to be by herself and be independent. And on the day before she passed, people were around, and she called for me. And it's almost like it parted, the sea parted, everyone opened up, and here comes just me, and I think I'm the only non-Korean person there. And I walk through everyone, and she calls me close, and she holds my hand, and she looks at me, and she says, Ryan, she says, Ryan, 사랑해, which means I love you.
Yeah.
And then she passed away the next day. And we're talking about like old school, like strong, opinion-hearted, and that changed. People can change. If your heart's open enough, people can change. And I'm so grateful for
I love you.
this in our relationship.
Yeah,
I love you too.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to say about everything that's going on right now, or maybe to another Korean person that is thinking a certain way about black people, or
인종차별 하지 말아야 된다고요. 인종차별.
Thank you, Oma. I love you.
I love you too a lot.
I love you a lot. I think this video is going to resonate with a lot of people.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's so courageous and strong of you to be able to flip, to be able to say that I was wrong, and to be able to like change your opinion and the way you think. It's so amazing. So amazing. I love you.
Thank you. I love
All right.
you too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.